It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they've come in on the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Stanton.
Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Stanton. It's complete to Cruz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played with dinosaurs roam the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
They'll go with the keeper. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Stanton.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
This is Grant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year.
And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Gets past one man. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Oh, look at the juke. That one a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Well, the home team's offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And he's been a consistent force offensively all season, currently ranked amongst the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll go again here with Moss. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5.
Moss on the give up the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nice footwork by McCoy.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Now this offense ready to head back out there.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Hopkins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds McCoy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that is incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. They go back to Grant.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. It's McCoy. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They will run with Grant. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here's Grant. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it.
So the penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's one where you normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st down, it's Grant. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. 1 yard is the gain. And that enables them to also pick up the 1st.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way you can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
They'll start on the ground with Moss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. That's out to the left, flat and complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. From the gun on third down. Haley can't get away, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Throwing on second down. Stanton breaks a tackle. Well, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. From the gun on third down. Stanton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Haley throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Haley. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
2nd down and 4.
Back to throw. Haley. He finds his man. Complete. That's Newman. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Hailing. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this 1st half.
Throwing to start the drive. Stanton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A final shot before break. Stanton. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the 2nd half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the 2nd half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the 1st half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Off the play fake. Hailing. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Complete. Richardson has him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's second down and 5.
Operating from the gun, Haley. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still first down.
Operating from the gun, Haley.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw. Haley. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery.
Up the middle they go. Grant. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Looking to throw. Stanton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9.
Off the bootleg.
Haley. He'll swing this out to Moss.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw.
Haley. Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So out now comes the offense back onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cruz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now a handoff running through the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Stanton.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Stanton.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to...
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Looking to throw. Haley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Moss. Shoves him away. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to throw. Haley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looking to throw. Haley. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From 13 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit. And they've got a puncher's chance.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. 5 plays there on that drive. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Result is a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle,
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Back to throw. Haley. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
From the gun on third down. Haley. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Stanton. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
2nd down and a yard. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Let's see if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive.
And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCoy.
Here is 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And they'll get this down to the 10. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Looking to throw. Stanton toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
3rd and 12.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Haley able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 10. Results in
Looking to throw. Haley. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Newman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Operating from the gun. Haley.
The throw left sideline falls incomplete. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Haley.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
2nd down, goal to go.
Looking to throw. Haley. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the home team here, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance